Larepod 57.
You suck, man. Loser.
Boy, you're getting on my nerves.
I think you're just terrible. You disgust me.
Larry, I feel your pain. I think you're going to do a good job. Monica likes you too. You know what I'm saying? Double duty.
Get the blood mop. It's Larry Hinze.
Hi, everybody.
Larepod 57.
57 varieties.
Yeah, I just love them all.
I would like to thank you for listening to Larepod 57.
This is Montana, in Great Falls, Montana to be exact. A lot of friends back there. It's a great town. I want to kick it off with a song that some may have heard and some may not have heard, but it's a good one. Ronnie Millsap.
Once I ruled the blue skies of Montana. They once belonged to me and the buffalo. This was my father's land 100 years ago. It was wild then, oh Lord, it was free. Then the covered wagons rolled into Montana, hungry for the yellow gold, wearing a red bandana. I see the smoke. Just too much for us to handle. We signed a treaty to end bloodshed and bring joy. But they took our lands, they stole our Montana blue skies. The white man's paper was full of lies.
thank you for listening to podcast number 555. This podcast is on Great Falls, Montana, Cascade County. The town has about 60,000 people. The county itself has about 80,000 people. It's a great town. I guess the major rags on Great Falls would be the wind.
The wind in Montana doesn't blow. The wind in Montana sucks.
It gets very cold in the winter. And I suppose another one would be the casinos, a lot of gambling. A lot of people not making money there, $7, $8 an hour gambling, which is kind of a sucky-fucky on that one. It's not a good thing. Great Falls was the largest city in Montana from 1950 to 1970, and then Billings beat it like a red-haired stepchild. Great Falls remained the second largest city in Montana until 2000. It was passed by Missoula then. Since then, Great Falls has been consistently number 3. But you know, there's more to life than size.
That's what she said.
Great Falls takes its name from the series of 5 waterfalls in close proximity along the upper Missouri River Basin. Lewis and Clark found that. It's about a 10-mile stretch, and it's pretty darn cool. Hard to beat. Each of the waterfalls sports a hydroelectric dam today, hence the term the erotic city.
That's what she said.
I'm sorry, that's the electric city. Duh. The Great Falls Post Office was established in 1884. Paris Gibson named the first postmaster, too. A planing mill, lumberyard, bank, school, and newspaper were established in 1885. It's an old town. By 1887, the town had 1,200 people. And in October of that year, the Great Northern Railway arrived in town, too. Great Falls was incorporated in 1888. Black Eagle Dam was built in 1890, and by 1912, Rainbow Dam and Volta Dam, now Ryan Dam, were all operating. Great Falls quickly became a thriving industrial and supply center by the early 1900s and was en route to becoming one of Montana's largest cities. The rustic studio of famed Western artist Charles Russell is a popular attraction, as it was named Great Falls of the Missouri, after which the city was named. The largest smokestack in the world was completed in 1908 by the city's largest employer, the Anaconda Copper Mining Company, measuring 508 feet in the air.
That's what she said.
It became a landmark immediately and was slated for demolition in 1982. Great Falls is near several waterfalls by the Missouri River. It lies near the center of Montana on the northern Great Plains. It lies next to the Rocky Mountain front. It's about 100 miles from the Canadian border. The city itself has a total area of about 22 miles. It's got a notable amount of summer precipitation. It occurs in the form of thunderstorms. Winters are very cold, long and often very snowy and extremely windy. Periods of Chinook winds do cause warm spells and occasionally raise the temperature to 50 degrees in no time at all.
I don't mind telling you, your balls are gonna shrivel. That's what she said.
And those winds are called Chinook winds. The racial makeup of the city was 88% Caucasian, 1% African American. If you find a black person in Great Falls, they're endangered. Don't touch them. The average age in Great Falls is 38 years old. Towns around Great Falls: Belt, Cascade, Nyhart, Black Eagle, Fort Shaw, Sims, Sun Prairie, Sun River, Ulm, and Vaughan. One of the big landmarks in town is the Sip and Dip Lounge. It's a tiki bar, and I've had a lot of fun there, in and out of the pool. It was built in 1962. It has an indoor swimming pool, and women actually get dressed as mermaids and swim there underwater in their underwear. In 2003, GQ magazine rated the lounge one of the top 10 bars in the world, and it's a great time. Some of the annual events: the city band concerts, Easter egg hunt, the icebreaker road race, kids fishing day, the pet and doll parade. Shriners have a big deal. Winter basketball classic. It's a great town and a lot going on. And that's my little take on a little city called Great Falls, Montana, a place I like a lot. Thanks for listening to podcast number 5 on Great Falls, Montana. Larepod 57.
You suck, man. Loser.
Boy, you're getting on my nerves.
I think you're just terrible. You disgust me.
Larry, I feel your pain. I think you're going to do a good job. Monica likes you too. You know what I'm saying? Double duty.
Get the blood mop. It's Larry Hinze.
Hi, everybody.
Larepod 57.
57 varieties.
Yeah, I just love them all.